Welcome again to the Melling Law YouTube channel, where we talk about different estate planning topics relevant to people living in Utah. Today we're continuing our video series about when to update your estate plan. The first one that I think a lot of people goof up, and really this is only for people who are either doing their own estate plan or doing one online or going to someone who is not experienced in estate planning. And this has to do with specific gifts. So in your estate plan, if your will specifically lists out every piece of property, or your trust lists out every piece of property and says who gets what piece of property, but any of those things change, then you need to get your estate plan updated. Most people who are really familiar with estate planning and who do a lot of estate planning generally don't structure wills this way. We might have one or two things, or maybe even a few more, going to particular individuals, but more often we divide it up by percentages of the value of the estate, or maybe some mix of percentages and monetary values, and have a separate ledger outside of the will that you can update at any time for personal effects or anything like that. And that's because assets change over time. Whatever your assets may be, if let's say you've got pieces of real estate and you want certain pieces of real estate to go to different relatives, if you later sell those pieces of real estate and buy new pieces of real estate, that doesn't necessarily transfer the gifts over. So then your will might have left something to somebody and then not accounted for them in other places, and then they're totally left out. Or on the other side, you might have someone that you really didn't want to include, but because of the way the assets change, you end up over-including them to the detriment of other beneficiaries. So if you did your own estate plan, or someone who didn't know much about estate planning did your estate plan, or if you did it online and you have gifts left to particular people throughout your will, then you're probably going to want it revisited if any of those assets change, because that is going to change the way your estate's distributed. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call at any time.